Hello, my name is Mary Grand. Before I start, I would like to share a Bible verse that will help me on my journey of pursuing a counseling degree. Psalm 121, verse 1 and 2 from the King James Version says, I lift my eyes up to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. I love this verse because when I go through challenging times, it serves as a reminder that my help does come from the Lord. And all I have to do is call on his name, and he is always there. For my interview reflection video assignment, I chose to conduct a phone interview with Ariel Wilcoxon. Ariel has given me permission to share a little bit about her background working as a clinical mental health counselor. Ariel has a master's in clinical mental health and is currently contracted through a telehealth platform called Grow and Rula. This platform provides Ariel with the clients she needs, that way she doesn't have to go out and find them herself. Ariel's job duties include assessing through an interview process, providing interventions, following up with a client, and then discharging them. She finds fulfillment in her work by helping individuals gain insight and become aware of the subconscious connections between childhood trauma and their behaviors. Her focus is to make the world a better place by doing her job effectively and helping individuals discover parts of themselves they never knew before, so they can ultimately live a happy and fulfilled life. Ariel shared that politics has made her job as a therapist challenging because therapy has become more focused on quick fixes and short-term solutions such as CBT, solution-focused, and reality therapy, rather than using therapies that address the root of the problem for the clients. She explained that treatment had moved away from a human-to-human experience and to more of a business model. That way, it is more measurable in the systems used. She gave me an example of working with a juvenile sex offender who was being pushed through treatment too quickly due to political reasons, despite showing signs that he wasn't ready. This was challenging for Ariel in this scenario because she was trying to get someone who wasn't ready in a timely manner. When the county he lived in was no longer willing to keep him in the system and pay for further treatments. She explained that as an intern, there is a lot of politics and the rules have to be followed, but as the counselor gains more experience, there is more freedom to explore other theories that help address root issues, and that is more aligned with her worldview. We then went over things she does to continue in her professional growth. Ariel said she educates herself by utilizing self-help methods. She said, and quoted, "You can't get what you don't have." She explained that as a therapist, we must live out what we teach. This means if we use CBT or any other form of therapy, we should apply it to ourselves first. That way we know that it works for us, and we would hope that it would work for others too. Other things include going to therapy, reading self-development books, podcasts, and YouTube. She explained that it is not required to continue in professional growth, but if I want to be successful in the field, it is highly recommended that I continue in ongoing education. As a student, she recommended that I read a book by Yalom called A Gift of Therapy. She said this book would give me more insight into the field of counseling. She explained that if I don't like reading, I better start now because part of an ongoing education requires a lot of reading. She also recommended that I find a mentor to increase my confidence and self-efficacy in counseling, and to also resolve any past issues that may affect future competencies in counseling. She also said not to be afraid to go to supervisors or teachers for questions and advice, because ultimately asking questions help us grow in knowledge. Another thing she recommended is to find a support and connection group for accountability to get work done. She said being held accountable gives you even more reason to finish your schoolwork. She also said to hang around good people who will encourage me to pursue my goals. That way, no one can discourage or drag me down. Throughout this video, I learned that becoming a counselor may be very challenging at times, but continuing my education and going to therapy for myself can help prevent burnout in the future. Another thing I learned is that counseling is financially rewarding. However, I also need to keep in mind the amount of work I take in, because too much work can be overwhelming, and the goal is to be effective in my work in the counseling field. I think having a schedule can help balance out work and home life throughout the week so I can do my job effectively and also prevent burnout. Another beneficial aspect that I learned is the ability to work from home. Having children can be very challenging, especially for mothers with a full-time job. I have a daughter who is 7 months, so it would be a blessing for me to be able to work from home and also allow me to pursue my calling. Overall, I enjoyed the interview and gained insight into what to expect when I enter my clinical mental health counseling internship. It will help me better prepare when I do enter internship. And I'd like to say that I'm excited to start this journey of continuing education and taking on challenges so that I can learn and experience new things. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.